Okay, let's get... Cat, what are you doing? You step on the power button, you're thrown. Okay. Okay, let's get this started. And keep going on with some Cthulhu. Oh my god, hi squaw. How you doing? Pierce woke up in asylum, installed in the cellars of Riverside Institute. He met Dr. Colden, a female friend of Bradley, who helped him to escape, wandering through the corridors of this place where Dr. Fuller reigned supreme. Pierce was able to talk to a man called Francis Saunders before dying in full view of the detective. He accused Sarah Hawkins of being the cause of his torments. Pierce finally left the accursed building, accompanied by Bradley and Colden. The companions in misfortune decided to use the Hawkins mansion as a hideout. Oh, thank you for the host, squaw. It's been a hot second since I've seen you. This game's going great. It's fucking great. It's so weird, but it's great. I got halfway through it last night, apparently.
Who goes there?
Who goes there? See, going back to the mansion.
Nightmare again. I need a drink.
No, you don't need a drink. I need to turn down the volume in my ear. Where's it? This game is just like absurdly loud. I think I'm gonna pick it up. I don't think it has anything to do with the original. I never played it. I mean, and it's $40. I mean, it's probably even cheaper now. It was $40 when it came out in October, but I don't know how well it did. But I didn't play the original. I don't think it has anything to do with the old Xbox one. But I could be wrong. Oh, it's daytime. That's right. I don't think so. I mean, I'm able to follow it, no problem. I think it's supposed to be maybe based off the same story as the old one, but I honestly don't know.
You're awake, Mr. P.
Yes, I'm awake. I feel like shit. That PC.
Did I?
It was the one that came out
wrong?
back in the
The
Xbox
day's only
days.
starting. It's fine.
Okay, doctor. Fix me.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller
Why
hasn't
is it
reported your
panning the
disappearance
camera
to
away
force,
from the
but
guy who's talking?
That'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us.
A
What
lot.
happened?
A fucking lot. But yeah, if you can find this sheep, I say it's totally worth it. I might be onto a lead.
I saw people in hoods.
Okay, let me know
Stolen
if that doesn't
Mrs.
fix
Hawkins'
it.
paintings.
Who are you talking about? Why would they do such a thing?
It might be
I
me.
don't know, but they were a threat. They've taken over the caves under the mansion. They were performing some kind of ritual. One of the entryways was under Charles Hawkins' office.
We suspect Mr. Hawkins of being involved.
Big Mr. Hawkins.
My patients believe the old islanders used to worship primitive sea gods. Could they be the focus of the cult?
Am I hearing this right?
So you think me gullible?
That officer's
No,
just an idiot.
not at all.
What else did you uncover, Mr. Pierce?
I uncovered a lot.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient.
Not anymore. There we go.
Was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred
It's
to the
fucked.
basement.
Hold on.
He knew Sarah Hawkins.
Let me make sure it's not me.
And that's what killed him.
What?
What?
How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders.
Oh, it's been doing it all day. Okay, then
Sarah
it's probably not
Hawkins,
me.
Visitor. He
Yeah,
spoke
Twitch
of
was
it
having
like
issues
a
yesterday
living
too,
being.
apparently.
Sarah Hawkins?
I heard some people like
Have I
unable to
missed
stream
something
because the website was
This
just
makes no sense.
screwing up.
I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no
Okay,
coincidence.
that's good. If it's good now.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife,
Kanji.
Irene Sanders.
Kitten.
An art collector, you say?
Son of a bitch.
That's
Hold
probably
on.
how they met.
Someone's being a little shithead. Come here, you. Stop pulling the top off of that. Come here, you little butt. Look, there's water down there. Jesus. Okay, so we have a fountain on the kitchen counter over there because one of our cats is super old, so that's where we feed her special food. And she likes drinking water, so we have one of those like small like cat fountains, and it's this. Shut up! She's like screaming now. And so it's this little bucket, and it has this green thing that sits on top and this flower, and that's where the water comes out. The fucking kitten will bite the green thing and try to like yank the lid off to get underneath it, even though she's a dumbass and doesn't see the water coming down. I swear to God, that cat is broken when it comes to like water and not being able to drink like a normal animal.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
No, I'm
I
gonna
don't
tell her
agree.
that her husband got
deserves the
fucking
truth.
thrown around
But
in a
that truth may
cage.
be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
Yeah, she's a brat. She is a little brat. Oh. Bias, we don't know the bottom of it. Let's stay prudent.
You're right. Without a plausible explanation for what I saw, let's not jump to conclusions.
That seems wise indeed.
This will affect her
Very
destiny.
well. I'll go to see Francis's widow.
Fucking.
Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
So, this game is investigative, and it's definitely what you do throughout the investigation can affect the outcome, and there's multiple endings. And so it'll say stuff like that, like I clearly made a decision and it's going to affect it. Well, the game starts out, you're in your office. Like, you wake up from a nightmare in your office because you're a private investigator. And you can walk around the office, there's books and posters and different things to look at, and gives you history of, like, where you're, the time period and all that. And on your desk is a glass of, like, whiskey. So I was like, oh, I'll have him drink the whiskey, and it's like, this will affect your destiny. And I'm like, motherfucker, like, drinking whiskey is affecting your destiny. Also, hi, Rose. But I hope your allergies are doing better, Rose. So I know they were bugging you earlier today. And also, I just started, so you didn't miss much. The only thing you missed is apparently I just made a decision to not tell the dude who died last night that I watched get thrown around. I guess I'm deciding not to tell his wife what happened once I go talk to her.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
Yeah, they're confused in mine too, buddy. Because you're supposed to be dead. Pierce, Colden, and Bradley decided to team up to solve the Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Saunders, an art collector and friend of the painter, who died right in front of Pierce. The detective goes to his house in order to speak to his widow about the shambler that the unfortunate man mentioned before he died. Yeah, and you missed the cat trying to rip the damn fountain apart. Because my little 2-year-old is a little brat and doesn't know how to drink water like a normal cat. And instead of drinking out of the fountain like normal, because it's like a flower, and like water comes out the petals on the side, and there's plenty of room to, like, you know, drink the water, she wants to take off the lid to try to get to the bucket of water underneath, even though there's another perfectly good water bowl on the floor. Such a little brat. Sort of like run over and stop her from yanking it and throwing it on the floor.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs.
Can I do
Sanders,
for you, though?
I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
Oh, I know.
That is precisely
know.
what brings me here.
Well,
I definitely know.
Look who's here.
Oh, son of a bitch. What is she doing here?
You know each other.
We met briefly.
Oh, god damn it. Is that their daughter?
Time enough to iron out a few matters.
Please don't be
The main
related.
thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
Yeah, I do.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
Ooh,
It's a small
that was
island,
shady.
detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died.
Literally.
His story suggests
right
a
before.
link to a case I'm working on.
Well,
No,
since this
I have-
business has got
it's-
nothing
I
to do with
didn't.
me,
It's in my backlog.
I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
It's
Very
one I'll
well,
honestly
Baker.
probably start over eventually and stream the whole thing.
This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell
Like,
me.
I've been trying to get through a lot of the shorter games, which is why I went from Devil May Cry to this, because those are both relatively short. Like, there's a chance I'll
May
finish
I
this tonight,
inquire as
depending
to
how long I want to
when
go.
You had the opportunity to talk to my husband.
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Deus Ex was fun, though. it's
Of course he spoke to you about
it's a
her.
huge game.
That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned.
And now he did.
You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even
Yeah,
talk with
I honestly
him the
kinda
day he
forgot
died.
to.
How was he? Were you present?
I
when
have
he
a
had
lot of
this attack?
trophies, too.
What happened?
You must not feel guilty.
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his
Well, I have to
reason.
keep looking away. Like,
He
I
suffers
have no
no
choice
longer,
about that.
If you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you
Oh,
for
that
your
worked.
kind
Okay.
words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute.
Reputed Institute
and,
by
and
ass.
right before your eyes. Did you not do anything to help him?
I did. No, because that makes it sound like he's going to be like, are you blaming me? But no, she's more like, just why didn't you help? Was it me who sent him there? No.
So ask Fuller. He's the eminent doctor. But I would caution you. You'll find his treatments
God,
more
not the
terrifying
tone you
than
take
the
with the widow,
illnesses
buddy.
he sets out to cure.
That churl no longer takes the trouble to receive me. He sends his secretary to tell me that I cannot see Francis. Me. His own widow. He must think that I am a terrible wife for having abandoned him in such a way.
I mean, it's not abandoning if they
But
literally
I
wouldn't
only
let you
wanted
see
what was
him.
best for him.
I'm not here to condemn you, Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
What is Kat doing here?
Did your husband talk
This is
to
the
you about
bootlegger
Sarah
who-
Hawkins' visitor?
Kick me in the nards doing
Shambler,
here.
to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed
It's a
him with
painting.
the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler
Yeah,
is a
Kat, the
by Sarah
bootlegger
Hawkins.
from the beginning that
Who
kicked him in the
else to
nards
paint such horrors?
is in this house.
Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
I will, actually.
It is my only lead at this stage.
I want to go see
I
this
suppose I have nothing
Shambler.
to lose.
Then
Oh,
you
I
have
can-
paid no heed.
You'd be
For
done
my
being a little
part, I
dick
refuse
villain.
to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it, I would urge you to make the most of your visit. Because I count on ridding myself of that thing as soon as I can.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
I didn't realize he was talking about a painting. I'm also going to snoop through your shit while I'm here, by the way.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives,
Oh. The Sanders, they must have been close. Oh, wait a minute.
Did she really care for him after all?
Dear Madam, I acknowledge receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I'm sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you. That's fucked up. At the moment of his internment, you signed a discharge allowing me to dispose of his body as I see fit. I extend my deepest condolences to you. I mean, he did literally scratch his eyes out, so... he didn't look that good. Are they having an affair?
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Friends, lovers, we may never know.
A house of artists.
That's all you have to say.
A house of artists.
Yep. Okay. Get.
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
Probably the reason he scratched his eyes out.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? He didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated.
Why did she give it to him?
She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why?
Probably because she believes the painting led him to go crazy. Oh no, it's the painting that did that. He did that before he got there.
I need to see it.
Oh, that like makes my eyes hurt. Ugh. I thought he gouged out his eyes at the asylum, not before it. What else is there? One thing I've noticed in this game is it very much pays to look at every single little thing. Because even the minorest of things unlock, like, answers when talking to people later.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Oh great, so now I gotta find a phonograph. So many locked doors in this game, God. No, let me see if these ones are. Oops, not what I meant. Oh look, Hitman updated. These are all probably locked, huh? Yep. Why even make that an option if it's locked? See, it's not an option there. Cat, god damn it. You're just gonna kick me in the nards again. It's not fair.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
Huh.
I could use one of those.
This is like the 8th time I've seen sleeping pills in this game.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Dear Francis, I beg you to give up all hope of ever owning this accursed painting. If our friendship has any meaning for you, please spare me the weight of guilt. I cannot be the architect of your fall. I beg you, my dear friend, forget the Shambler. Well, he didn't listen, apparently. Oh, I don't want to go talk to Cat.
An old diary.
Ooh, if only I could open it. This volume spends some time on Reverend Wickwood's community. His wife expresses her worries about the strange dreams that their Reverend's congregation are having since their arrival on the island. Some members of the community, her husband included, began to speak of their vision as a messenger sent by God. She is scared that they will suffer the same fate as the Lost Tribe. Huh. That took so much strength. Ooh, I got a key. Oh, it's probably to there. What? Oh. Dissertation on an anatomical question. What's the question? It is the work of a student in book form. That is what a dissertation is. Although the observations are relevant, they lack the expertise of an experienced physician. However, the questions asked allow us to imagine new ways of exploring human anatomy. Oh, it's just more medicine. Okay, what do you want? Ooh, actually. Would I read the book? Really? This is gonna affect shit? That's not what you want to hear. It is a kind of encyclopedia of monstrous and unknown creatures. I'm beginning to believe that they exist. Yeah. Oh, god damn it. Did that fuck me up? Hold on. Oh, it fucked me up. Damn it. So the ritual, which one is new? The cops are researching through the cellars of the Riverside Institute. Pierce entered a room. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Room that he first took for a morgue, but the advanced state of decay of the corpses that lay about the place quickly made him realize that he was wrong. Nothing could justify the presence of such a charnel house in a hospital. The putrid smell of the total absence of respect for human life is witnessed by this room. Profoundly shocked Pierce, costing him some of his sanity. Yeah. I believe that's the room where he's like, the corpse is all complete. Where are these legs from? Or these arms from? Oh. And yeah, that guy's death was a little much. The weirdness of Francis Saunders' death went far beyond anything Pierce had ever seen. Lifted off his feet by an invisible force, the poor man's body was carried into the air before being thrown violently against the bars of his hiding place. Ow, kitten. Jesus. Pierce, powerless, watched the limbs break and Saunders' body crumble to the ground. During long moments of agony, the detective saw nothing that could explain this event. Weakened by his wounds and the operations he could remember undergoing, Pierce begins to question his ability to tell the difference between reality and the nightmares that haunt him. That one fucked him up. And in the book, Pierce read an ancient treatise, the Malus Bestiarum. The Bestiary makes an inventory of numerous creatures from the occult world or parallel dimensions. The very nature of its knowledge makes it an unholy book. By reading it, Pierce lost some of his sanity. You ever read a book so bad, you just makes you go crazy? Okay, I have 4 available. There was one I'd started. Or not. Investigating talents and proving skill increases your chance of understanding past events by analyzing crime. And, okay, investigation was lockpicking. None of these take 4. They're all 6. So do that. Oops. Okay, you have to validate. Oh god, Francis Saunders. Francis Saunders knew Sarah Hawkins so well that he accused her of being the source of his suffering. She warned you. The man gouged his eyes out with his own hands and smeared the walls of his cell with esoteric symbols. He seemed to be obsessed with a shambler linked to Sarah Hawkins. He died before my eyes in circumstances that I cannot explain. Oh, Dr. Fuller, that crazy bastard. Dr. Fuller reigns as the undisputed master of the Riverside Institute of its cellars, in which he carries out illegal experiments on his patients. I don't know what he has done to me, but I shouldn't be back on my feet so soon after my fall when the tunnels under the Hawkins mansions caved in. The man is dangerous, and I'd swear that he knows more about all this business than he's willing to tell. Yeah, because he's doing it all. Irene Saunders, it's clear that she holds Sarah Hawkins responsible for the death of her husband, but what I don't understand about Irene Saunders is this mix of sadness and insensitivity. It looks like she had given up on her husband long before his horrid death in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. Well, yeah. Cellars of the Riverside Institute. Strictly speaking, I didn't spend much time in the hospital. When I woke up, I was immediately transferred into the cellars of the Institute, a sort of clandestine asylum where Dr. Fuller carried out his experiments on patients without being troubled. Unknown machines sit beside anatomical drawings that are disturbing, to say the least. I have managed to escape from this place. I might not have as much luck another time. Yeah, let's not go back. Oh, so Shambler's an actual fucking thing that I found out from reading the book. Sells clues. Those clues as well. My inventory. How is the phone? Fucking brain doesn't work anymore. And all those. Okay. So we're all caught up with that. What do you want?
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective.
I
Try not to make a habit of
You
it.
answered the door.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more
and
fatal
drinking
than
myself
others.
into a coma is one of
What
them.
have you come looking for in this gallery?
That's bullshit. She would not believe that. I'm going to verify paintings for a buyer. Hey, Juice Man. And yeah, I've learned my lesson. Another painting, Sir Hawkins. I'm not here to create problems for you.
I'm not here to cause trouble, if that's what's worrying you.
Worry me? Don't overestimate yourself. If the last beating wasn't enough for you, I can always
Burn
give
all
it
the
another
books.
go.
Yeah,
But as
yeah.
long as
I've
you
never
keep
played
out
the
of my
tabletop.
way,
I've played some of the board
you're free
games,
to carry
but never
on
the
with your
tabletop.
visit.
Although the tabletop one is a tabletop game I've wanted to look more into because it looks really good.
And you? What brings you to the
But I will
Sanders
keep
home?
the book burning in your
I'm
mind.
here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on
Oh, so
Darkwater.
you're an art collector.
It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
Not, I mean... Oh, hey, Lena, you want to 100% do? Yeah, that'd be cool. There's a lot of tabletop games I want to look into, but they always, take time. Burn the books, bring an elephant gun, hide in the corner, and shut your eyes whenever possible. You know, that might just be a good life lesson. I really want to do a Shadowrun campaign, but that takes... Oh, God, I'm going to have to hide from something. But Shadowrun is one complicated system. Yeah, finding groups that, will stick with it. Out of all the tabletop games I've done, either ran or was a part of, one stuck for a long period of time, and it was 2 years. And we were pretty consistent. We missed a week here or there if someone was, sick or if something happened.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
And that was D&D, but that ended because our DM got a full-time job and just had no time anymore. And then we're part of one now that's starting off, and we're all pretty committed, so we'll see where it goes. But I've tried...
The public entrance to the gallery.
I've tried running Shadowrun, my girlfriend's tried running Vampire the Masquerade. I think I tried doing Shadowrun 2 or 3 times, and people just don't realize what a commitment tabletops are.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
He's a fucking art dealer, that's why. Oh, and have your character use hallucinogenic drugs when they're not on a mission. Then you can be like, nah, that was a hallucination. I'm going to regain some sanity now that I can't prove the monster is real. Sorry, I've never heard of take LSD, it'll make you feel better. Ooh, a diss. Oh, was that it? Yeah, in a Pokemon tabletop, I did take, I think, upwards of 1 to 2 years to finish it. Damn. Yeah, I like long-running tabletops where you get together every week for a couple hours and have fun with your friends. And I prefer in person. But, I mean, that's usually what internet friends are for. When you can't find the people in person. And yeah, I love Shadowrun. I love the world. I love the... so I love the tabletop. I love the Steam games. I've played all of those except the fucking Boston Chronicles, because that one kind of sucks. Yeah. Oh, that sucks, Lena. I have some friends here. A couple, and they're all doing D&D on Sunday nights.
The man transforms an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
But yeah, my DM now is pretty committed, and she really wants to keep it going, because wants this campaign just to be nuts. I mean, I know I've told Rose some of it, but she's basically like, whatever you want to do, let's just do it. So, we got homebrew shit everywhere. She's like, let's break your characters, let's fuck some of these rules because they don't make sense. It's pretty great. I'm gonna make sure I got everything before I talk to the painting. Yeah, I want to get Shadowrun going, but that one... You need experienced players for that, because Shadowrun is not an easy system. It is, in fact, quite complicated and is not easy for newbies to learn. I think I have everything. Yeah, because that's just that. Okay. I'm going to have to hide from shit here. I already know it. This is going to be a sneaky sneak. Oh, it's just more oil. Hold on, what's back here?
Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it?
Far from possessing the talents of Sarah Hawkins, Sanders drew a dagger with a tortured form down the smallest detail. The guard carries a strange, esoteric symbol, a recurring feature of his correspondence with Sarah. Yay. Okay, let's start this. Fuck, this is gonna be sneak. I know it already. Ugh. And that's what I'll be hiding from. Can't jump back into the painting. Whew.
What the hell was that?
You got the 3rd edition Shadowrun book a while back, and for fuck's sake, people do not know what an index is. Yeah, I mean they've fixed that a little bit, but so for reference, 5th edition's what's out now. Oh, ooh, that was loud. Fucking shit. Oh, I can't. Oh, that's not gonna be easy. Okay, that's gonna be hard. So yeah, 5th edition's out right now, and it's been out for a while. So there's a bunch of source books. I don't know if it's actually. I don't think it's in camera, but that bookcase back there's a shelf of all of our tabletop, and like 5-6 of it is all Shadowrun. But they re-released the core rulebook a few months ago, and it's called the Master Index Edition because they finally put in an index for all the books in the new core rulebook. So if you go look at the index, if you're looking up certain stats or certain attributes or stuff like that, it'll tell you what book it's in. It just took them to 5th edition to do that. Okay, I gotta figure this out. Okay, so that thing can see me from fucking far.
What the hell was that?
Because if I, like, peek around any corner, it's gonna fucking see me. I can hear it moving that way a bit. Where do I gotta get to, though, is the question. Yeah, they took 2 more. And not only that, it was the re-release of the 5th edition core book. Yeah, I love it too, but dear God. It is complicated, but it is fun once you get the hang of it. It just takes forever to get the hang of it. Did he leave? I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to try to get out of here? I got myself stuck in a corner now. Can I? Oh, I think he sees that. This stealth one's section's gonna be a pain. Son of a bitch. Really? Oh, I thought he was about to just open the doors. Okay, I can't stay in here for too long. Okay, vision, go back. Thank you. Really don't want tunnel vision.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
We'll see. That's not run. This is run. Maybe I have to kill it? Oh, I probably have to kill it. Oh, I get weapon choices. Come here, motherfucker. Oh, it hasn't told me how to fight. Okay, that didn't work. So I can arm myself now. I maybe have to like sneak up on it. I don't know. Yeah. I don't need to see that every time.
What the hell was that?
I'm just gonna go ahead and run. Yeah, that wasn't the way. I don't... Did it? Okay. I don't hear it. Did it not follow me over here? Oh.
I can't even touch it.
Nope. Oh shit, it probably saw that. I think I'm somehow supposed to kill it. Oh, god damn it, buddy. Fucking leave the room. Ah, shit. Okay, that tunnel vision's making me a little pukey. Or whatever you want to call it.
Down. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Ah, shit. I don't know which way it's going. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sneak up on this thing. Ah, there it is. Ah, there it is, son of a bitch. Ah. Where the fuck did it go? Fuck. No, I don't, there's no, I don't know how to combat. Oh, it's still coming. God. Go away, go away, go away. I don't know how to fucking kill this thing. God, I don't think I can sneak up on it. Son of a biscuit. Yep, no. Still can't leave. Ah, fuck!
Choice. Must get
Yeah, she's here to watch me get my ass beat. This part's a little tricky. This part's a little tricky. That could be it, Rose. Like,
What the hell was that?
I must get the knife for a reason. Get armed for a reason. And the vertical art is either to topple onto him or it's just for me to hide behind. I think it's more for me to hide behind.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Fuckity fuck. Stealth isn't working too well because this fucker can see me from across the damn room. Maybe I have to find the right weapon? Oh, it's probably this one. It's probably the one that's on the note I found earlier. Like, he doesn't have eyes, but he fucking knows I'm there. God damn it. Found it. Or not. Has something to do with that painting. I gotta stab that painting. Or burn it. My guess is I have to find the correct weapon and, like, stab the painting.
What the hell was that?
Or burn it. One or the other. Fucker doesn't have eyes, but if I sneak like this, like, he'll see. Doesn't have eyes, but he can fucking see me. Oh, that's low. That's low. Is it this one? No, that's not the right. No, I'm holding the replacement controller for that. So I'm not gonna throw this one. That was also a very low point. I was glad I was home. I probably have to get that dagger. Which isn't that. Or that. Or that. Or that. That's a bow. Oh, motherfucker. Is it one of those things where if I don't look in his direction... It's that one.
Damn. This dagger looks different.
I'll explain in a second. Okay, I did it. Oh.
What's the matter with you?
Cat's like, what the fuck?
You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
Do I detect a hint of empathy?
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
But so the game I raged over was Yakuza Kiwami 1, and it was the second to last fight. And that game was easy up until that fight, and then I felt like that fight was taunting me, and I got so mad I just chucked the controller at the ground. I read that book and lost some sanity, that's all. We rolled into town and the place caught fire. You probably shouldn't have finished the job. Yeah, ashes don't do that to people.
Sanders was right. This painting is cursed.
What are you talking
I think
about?
I still have the broken controller.
I was
over here
attacked by
somewhere.
a creature. I cursed it back, I think.
I think so too.
Now you believe me?
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake.
Yeah,
He's an
blow
antique
shit
dealer
up.
here
Don't
on
go
Darkwater.
down there.
He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
Can you imagine watching that whole scene from someone else's perspective and not the guy losing his mind? They just see him running around madly, just like screaming, and then breaks the glass, grabs the dagger, grabs the paint, stabs a painting, and goes to almost stab himself, just seeing that from the outside. Proud of you, you joined us in not letting programming code thing get away with that shit. Yeah.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
Damn. Oh, did I do that? I might have. Shambler turned out to be much more than an artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins, as a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce. After a hard fight, it wasn't hard. It's not a hard fight to stab a painting, it was just a pain in the ass. After a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back into the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake. That is the most Lovecraftian name I've seen in this game yet. The owner of the Nameless Bookstore. Pierce decides to pay the library a visit. The Nameless Bookstore. Algernon Drake. Oh! I just got there and shit's already gone down. This is going to want me to play a bunch of other horror games that are in my backlog after this. Okay.
Where's the bookseller? An old diary.
Pastor declared himself to be the prophet. He renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with a monstrous appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to the voice in his head because it holds the truth. Yeah, I'm not... This isn't me raging. I try not to play games that are going to make me rage on Steam, because if I have a point of no return like I hit with Yakuza. And that was home by myself. I mean, I will actually give it... That was an interesting section. How they kind of lead you to, like, you're not sure how to do it, you can't leave, you think you have to fight the thing... You have to find a dagger and you have to go to the painting. I'll give it to them that was pretty interesting. And that whole puzzle aspect.
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
Buddy, you're still in the beginning of the century. This practical work, written by Sigmund Freud for psychologists, describes the techniques of analytical interpretation of dreams. The analysis must follow several rules, especially that of free association, a principle announced by Freud at the end of the 19th century, but it treats dreams as a way of revealing buried desires. I cannot believe that this theory is applicable to my nightmares. Applicable. Also, Squaw, haven't you, like, snapped discs before? I feel like you've told me stories about that. never snapped. That was the other last week was the first time I've ever thrown a controller out of rage. I've been very good up until this point in my life and not doing that. In the 19th century, as the American whaling industry reached its peak in the rest of the world, whales gradually disappeared from the waters surrounding dark water. This phenomenon appears even more mysterious because up till then, the region was a favored refuge for cetaceans. In 1847, after months of pursuit, Scylla returns to port with a gigantic creature on board. Its crew asserts that the sea monster had eaten all the disappeared whales. After a night of ferocious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beast onto the whaling ship. Yeah, you do have experience. Yeah, I've never snapped discs because it's with the controller. It was very much an impulsive, like in the moment thing. Like if I were to get the disc out, I would have had to stand up, like walked over to the PlayStation, like press eject. Like that would have given me time to be like, I'm not gonna do this. But I was sitting on fucking recliner. I had the controller in hand, and it just went bam, and it bounced off the floor, and the fucking trigger button is just snapped off. But we got a brand new shiny controller that is very good in making me not want to throw it because it's very nice. Because in fairness, that controller I threw was actually already kind of broken. And the fact that I knew I was holding the kind of broken one made it just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna break it more. Oh, you did that to Watch Dogs? But you love Watch Dogs. How could you do that? That's actually a game I would not guess that you would have broken. Because I know how much you love it. Even a few years back, it was possible for a single practitioner to know all the medical knowledge of his time. This book, which concludes the series, shows that this is now virtually impossible. About 10 renowned doctors took part in putting together this collection. I kind of want to go back and play Watch Dogs or Watch Dogs 2 again. Every time I go to San Francisco, I get a hankering to play Watch Dogs 2. Which I went a couple weeks ago. 2 days later, yeah, I'm not surprised. What are you doing? Are you getting comfy? Are you getting comfy, you little brat? Yeah, you're my little brat. You're a cute brat, though. As precise and illustrated with as much detail as the first volume, this book focuses on healing surgeries specific to malformations and motor disorders. Yeah, it's the kitty. She's behind me most of the time, honestly. Sometimes I guess she blends in. She likes being around me, but not necessarily on me. But she's a little brat. But when she sleeps, she behaves. Oh, sweetie. Yeah. Oh, sweetie. Okay, well, I was going off of the audio. So I thought when you screamed and heard that screaming that it was seeing you and coming after you. And that's why I was like, when I would turn and go the other way, I'd hear that, and I'm like, fuck, it's still seeing me from, like, across the room.
Let's start over. Where did they break in from?
Huh, I wonder where.
Blood. Seems like amateur work.
It's not right playing it in the spring. Yeah, I don't know if I'd go back and play 1, but I'll go back and play 2. If they announce 3 anytime soon, I'll probably go back and play both of them. But I don't know if/when that'll be announced. Be cool though, because Watch Dogs 2 I actually enjoyed more than 1. I saw something on the floor.
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably.
Someone tall. There's tall women. But someone tall. That doesn't even look that tall. I think I had... Yeah. Oh, shit. No, go back. There we go. I heard it's going to be released on next gen. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, see, and I'm short. I would take your height if I could. Sadly, I cannot. Oh, meet the Shambler. I wonder what one I... Oh, no, I know exactly what one I missed. Never mind. Okay, so broken there. Nothing over here, I'm guessing. Can't even bring up my light. Okay.
No sign of struggle. If the burglar smashed this jar, it wasn't intentionally. Was he hurt then?
Possibly. Oh, another painting. That's fantastic. Tall women unite. Yeah, you're tall too, babe. Oh, I can't go that way.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene?
I mean, this is a world before fingerprints, so it doesn't matter.
What killed all these animals?
Oh yeah, those are rats and cockroaches.
What happened that made the burglar
Cockroaches.
flee before finishing his work?
Only that.
What the... Charles Hawkins? Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. Where did I see it? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
It's starting to look like Observer for a second.
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
I guess it took me I took out the lantern outside of the reconstruction scene. Oh, look at that.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Oh god, it's gonna be a puzzle. Page seems to be hidden here as possible. It is possible to read. If somebody finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality in order that they be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she is still of this world. Sally Hawkins dance. Yes, that's similar. Following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Sadie. I was about to say, like, it sounds similar, but I don't know what the hell a Sally Hawkins dance is. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its contents into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University. The content of this safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents, and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you nor to suffer from your actions. Suffer from you, I bet it means you are. Okay. Well, I maybe processed about half of that. The least that can be said about this book is that its title is well conceived. Illustrations of human anatomy and dissection methods presented are illustrated in great detail. You have to have a strong heart or the detachment proper to doctors to consult its patient. Okay. Yay, more medicine.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Probably looks like it.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
This key that bears the elder sign. Ooh. I thought those looked familiar. That is what is an elder sign. Okay. is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch whose purpose is to push back the forces of the Great Old Ones were engraved at its center. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last of Hawkins' trips off to Cairo. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose of the artifact. Try to find it. Don't tease me. Try to find it. Okay, so I have to find fucking cylinders in this bookstore somewhere. Something about Greece. Oh dear God.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
Poem by Edward Pickman Derby. Nightmare Lyrics is a collection of poems was sensationally received. First published in 1808. Derby was only 18 years old. Genre is part of the Arkham Anthology, a luxurious collection of treatises and works on on that.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Oh dear God.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Oh, I don't want to read all this. One's operas.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
Long-term astrological predictions.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Okay, they should have made at least more sound bites than there are books. So he's not already saying the same ones. Oh, or is that the one I did before? Because that's the opera.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Beliefs, philosophy.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
Okay.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
American folklore. Okay, that gave me nothing. Probably has something to do with those books, but I have no fucking clue. Oh, is that a cylinder?
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Where the fuck am I supposed to listen to them, though? Does he have a phonograph anywhere?
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
These Tibetan writings are at the origin of the esoteric movement founded by Helena Blavatsky. Theosophy. Work. Oh, that's just more occultism. I thought I had something to do with the cylinders. Okay. That's fine. You know, that actually makes it a little too bright that I can't see these things. Okay. Open the safe somehow. Okay. The only thing I remember from that thing was something about Greeks. Or Greek. It probably has to do with those damn Arkham books. Oh wait, phonograph.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Oh, okay.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Was that volume 9? I have a feeling... Oh wait, is this something?
The Queen has little protection.
Okay, I thought I'd have to move those. I guess not. Okay, so where was volume 9?
Drake talked about
Volume
a
2,
particular... So these are the
1,
volumes that... What did Drake say about this
3.
collection? Drake talked about a
6.
particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about. What did Drake
8.
say about this collection? Drake talked about
For-
a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake
Motherfucker.
was talking about. And what did Drake say
There's
about this
9.
collection?
Was it 9? Actually, poems was sensationally received when he performed 1908. No. No, it was as a Thoth and Other Horrors.
Drake talked about a particular volume. So
He
these
did.
are the volumes that Drake was talking
Collection of
about in
poems
his
was essentially
message.
received only- What about this one, though? Volume is part of our mythology. I think it was 9 he was talking about. Yep, so maybe... So that's... Okay, one of the numbers is 9. We got one number. Fuck. Let's go back real quick.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Oh, I think I got it. So, I got the last 2 numbers.
The Queen has little protection.
That's what? 4 white pieces on the board? So it's something 4-9. What did the first one say?
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Okay. I might just have to guess. It's something 4-9. Because the second one was about the chess pieces, and they said they were white, so there was 4 on the board. Volume 9 was the third one. So let's see if I can hash this out. I guess we'll start. I could be totally wrong too. Oops. Yeah, I'm probably wrong. Okay. Huh. Oh, I don't want to have to look this up. So this was 9.
What did Drake say about this collection?
He said that he liked it. That it was... 9 years later, this collection of poems was sensationally received when it first published by 1908. I'm 18 years old. Huh. Shit, this one's a tricky one. Oops, not what I wanted. The burglary, where would it... Did it not? Oh, I kept the paper. Where is it? Oh, that's an inventory. Duh. Wait, last only goes in my body. And the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study. I already got that, so don't need to worry about that. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. So, that means they'd be in order? So that's like the clue that he gives me. Or maybe backwards? Let's try that way. So that one be 9, 4, and then let's just go. This is what happens when you can't figure out a damn puzzle. Okay, that's not it. It's 4 and 9 must be 2 of the numbers. What the fuck was the third one? I feel like I'm missing something. Like, there's just like one piece that I'm missing that would make it click into place.
The Chalice of Knowledge. The Chalice of Knowledge.
Very ancient, seems to be made of golden decorative. Make up a specific motive. Huh. That's something I missed, but that didn't make any sense.
The Queen has little protection.
Yeah, no shit. No fucking shit. Maybe the number's 3, not including the Queen.
And these red rocks, like precious stones,
No,
lie
no.
set
Figured it
in
out.
divine gold.
The Chalice of
1.
Knowledge.
So that's by the crack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5.
The guardian of the Grail does not protect me from his attractions, Henry.
Maybe
And I
3.
do
So it's
confess-
either 5, 4, 9 are the 3 numbers, or it's 5, 3, 9. Nine, 4, 5. 9, 5, 4. Oh, that's not it. Or 5, 4, 9. Or let's that be 5. Be 4. Or that be 9. And that be 4. Or let's do 5, 3, 9. It was the pieces not including the Queen. Of course he opens the book. Didn't we just have this conversation, Pierce? Don't read the books. And that is the point. I would close the book, drop the lantern, and just leave. And just fucking leave. Yeah, that was a tricky one. But again, I will give him that. That was a good puzzle. It was tricky, but it was good. Because I hate it when puzzles are so hard that it's like impossible to figure out. Or so easy that you figure it out before you even like finish it. Yeah, there goes his last sanity. But that one, it was like hard enough that I had to think about it and really work for it. But it wasn't so hard that it was just like not able to, impossible. That's the word I'm looking for. In the nameless bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Somehow he just saw that it was him or some shit. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin. Lied inside, irresistibly attracted to the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. Wasn't it a thing that like the books at the Library of Alexandria were all human skin too, or something like that? Because it was actually like a good way to make books. I could be totally wrong, but I think I remember a weird fact like that. Also, how would you just know that it was human skin? You just know, just like he just knew. And it was Charles. I would say I'm finding plot holes, but it's fucking Lovecraft and anything goes. Yeah, anything goes. Chapter 8. Yeah, I'll finish this tonight, even if I have to stay up a little bit.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
Oh, I'm the doctor
What
now.
says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
This
There's
isn't
nothing
weird.
we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
I must see his file.
Show me his file.
That's not
She's
possible.
a doctor!
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as
Oh,
well.
another doctor is a
We
dick.
need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down. His skin losing its color. His body rigid.
So he's dying.
I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing
I believe
over.
those are the symptoms
I
of
didn't want him to
dying.
dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will.
I don't know how that was bordering unprofessional, but okay.
I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of
The
their
only woman that works on
They
the
call her
docks. Don't
Cat.
act surprised.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
Yes, I guess I don't.
That'll
It's
do.
like, yes,
for
I
the time
do.
being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Death. He's undergoing death.
Very well. I'll examine him.
Like, that, what it sounds like is he's dying.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight
I don't think that's how you
protuberances
spell
seem to
edema.
indicate the presence of a foreign body.
I'm sorry, what?
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky.
Slightly sticky. See, it's
30-year-old
Detroit
subject.
shit. Yeah,
Severe
oh god.
hypothermia.
I'm...
Erythematous papules
Speaking of
around the
games I
eyes and
raged
eardrums.
at, yeah, that was one of them.
Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that.
See,
You're our most worthy
if it was
doctor,
CSI
Admiral
Detroit shit,
Fuller.
the
Some
big
of his
twist at the end of this would be like,
symptoms
surprise,
are
they're
beyond
robots.
My comprehension.
What did you find?
He has something in his belly.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something
Ugh.
inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an
Is that
edema?
how you spell it?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Oh, I guess that is how you
Whatever
spell
it is, this man has something inside him
thought
that
edema was
shouldn't
with an
be
E.
there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go
Dr.
away by
Fuller
itself.
can go full himself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, If there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby.
Ugh, soft bones.
What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll
I ain't a
find
doctor,
an
but I know that
explanation.
shit ain't right.
You have to.
I'm more
I see
worried about
signs
the
of
fucking
hypodermic
parasite in his
but
belly.
he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
Yeah, I don't believe that you
He
bathed
seemed
him.
to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
He's gonna die before we finish diagnosing him, yeah. Cremate him now, burn wherever he was lifted to the ground. Yeah,
I almost don't believe it myself.
Fucking
but
fish
these
boy.
symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No.
It's just some shape
This
of water
poor man
bullshit.
is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations.
Call him Fishman.
And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray
Fuller,
that it's not
fuck off.
here.
Dr.
God
Colton,
damn it.
may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations.
I don't appreciate your
I've
bad
done to
accent.
him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without
He
limit.
looks like a villain.
It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
Gluten.
There, there. What
He just
have
needs some
you
carbs.
seen
He's
to
fine.
put you in such a state?
Turning him into a mutton now. I'm gonna stay calm.
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Apparently, we just need to
Do you
throw him in a
believe
bathtub
that?
and we'll be fine.
I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his
You
ailments.
fucking blind?
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really?
Yeah!
What do you mean by isn't
Oh
himself?
my god, call him a fish.
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you
An
say?
animal.
Could you be more precise? Cephalopod.
Okay, you
perhaps?
just want me to confirm that he's a fucking fish.
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you
If you
overreacting.
accuse her of being
For this
emotional,
man
I fucking
and the
swear.
others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be.
You know, most people
in
aren't like,
time.
I've made a
I
huge
will
medical
not let you
discovery.
do
Let me
this.
not tell
You
anybody.
disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he
I
mean?
don't know what he said.
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous.
It's
Can't we do
scandalous.
anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
I disapprove of Fuller's methods, but his treatments have
Not
saved
where I
more
thought that
lives
was
than I
gonna
can
go.
count.
And Mr. Blake? You said yourself he was dying.
I don't know what to think for now. What I'm sure of is that Fuller is hiding something from
Yeah,
us.
because he
And I need to
basically
know
just
what that is
admitted it.
before I take a chance exposing him.
And where would you find those? In his office. What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Well, keep mum. Sorry, I do not mean to keep yawning.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
It's a fucking fish. Dude's a fish. Oh, chamber pot. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, worth the 20 is a great time.
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
Let me finish looking around here first.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, I wouldn't want to go to sleep either if I had the nightmares they were.
Doctor, please.
Right?
My chest.
I think that's the point, though, is that he like went in a fetal position and can't move. What's up, buddy?
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation.
I don't know any of what she just said. Oh, it wants me to hold it.
Nurse? Deborah?
Deborah.
Come and help me, please. His potassium
that
level
from?
is too high. Replace it with
What was that
2%
from?
glucose solution
Oh, that was
with
from
insulin,
Popstar.
calcium, and sodium
Her
bicarbonate.
name's Deborah.
I'll tend to it right away.
Like Deborah?
Thank you.
No.
He's in your hands. Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Yeah, hay fever is usually not like a hospitalizable. I was about to say offense. It's not. That's not the right word. Dude, this game feels a lot like fucking Vampire. Although I still never finished that because that game was making me just so unreasonably angry. That game was just janky beyond repair.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
The bootleggers.
What did you
It's
see
dark
there?
water.
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea.
Oh, his back's broken.
Passed
Jesus.
out.
Ouch. That would hurt. I've only ever broken a foot, and that was painful enough.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Oh shit, that's the fucking wife. The file describes the state in which Irene Sanders entered the Riverside Institute, as well as the treatments administered to her. Fuller added a handwritten note. He recommends to take her down to the psychiatric wing in order to provide her with the quiet and rest that she needs. Okay, so this isn't the psychiatric part. This is just the regular hospital part.
Mrs. Sanders?
She looks like a fucking doll. Like a glass doll. That is creepy. Also, I never played The Order. I only heard people complain about it when it came out, so I never bothered to play it.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
I broke a foot in middle school because my mom honked a horn at me.
What is the boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler
Why
room.
can't I take it?
Not where I expected to find
Well,
it.
let me take it.
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
No, when I was in middle school, I was coming back from like a band concert or something, and I had dress shoes on that were constantly making me like roll my ankle throughout the day. And then my mom honked a horn at me, so I got startled and jumped, and I landed and rolled my ankle, and my foot bone just went boop and went back together. Fucking hurt.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Dr. Colden.
Dr.
Here
Colden.
at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination.
Let's fill him with barbiturates.
He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
Ew. Ew.
His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor.
Hi, Eddie. How you doing?
This patient.
So what should we do with this patient?
You did good work. The
Wolverine.
tranquilizer is kicked in.
Oh my god, he kind
Now
of
you can
does, doesn't
disinfect
he?
and bandage his wounds.
Thank you, Doctor. And as to his weight loss?
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia. In the meantime,
This section has
feed
so
him
many medical
intravenously.
terms that my eyes
It'll
are
be
just
done.
starting to kind of glaze. Oh, he does kind of look like Wolverine, doesn't he? Okay, I think that's it for in here. Yeah, let's. So I have to get in the dude's office, which I guess I have to find. There's Brad.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but
For a quiet little town, there sure are a lot of people in the hospital. I don't want to leave. Go back here? I can.
Dr. Colden.
Oh, okay. You took a medical terminology course. Like, some of this is just going straight over my head.
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Of course he does. He doesn't want us sneaking into his office. Which means I have to fucking find him.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
File is strangely incomplete, and the detail and treatment is not given. It does not respect standard practice. Clearly, a lot of what
Dr.
Fuller
Colden,
does is
we
not
need
standard
you at
practice.
once in dormitory B.
And
What is
you-
the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
random southern accent
I'll
thrown in the
never
middle of all
understand
this.
why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and
That is
I
a
don't
very
think they'll
odd
leave
way to
until
go
they
get
get
girls'
what they
claw.
want.
The
Understood.
medical terminology
Anything
course.
else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
I saw him, yes. It's always the same thing. They bring them up, without any explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds, and then they leave. Each time, I feel like I'm sending them back to hell.
Yeah, probably.
Their affliction is not our responsibility.
Our responsibility.
You cannot save everybody, Doctor.
I wish I could do accents. All I can do is say very specific words in certain accents. I can say haba.
Sorry,
Fahaba.
but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Okay, that was not creepy at all.
Please. The fewer interruptions there are, the faster I'll be finished.
Excuse me. This reminds me of the hospital in Vampire.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
That damn hospital you're always in.
Let's hope I can go through the
Nope.
administration office.
See,
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
why is there so much attention being paid to the boiler room if I supposedly have no business in there? So I found the key, couldn't take the key. It's like, this is where the key would go. Like, oh, there's the boiler room. It is, and I don't like it. That game ended up not being as good as I was hoping it to be. Like a dictionary, this work references in alphabetical order all the medical sciences known and practiced in the modern world. For each of the entries, the major works and the name of the reference authorities are listed. Oh, there's gonna be fucking sneaking. They really should hide these until I absolutely need them, because that gives it away. What was my lady's name? I don't remember. Oh, it was something like that. It wasn't Libby, it was... shit. It was similar to that, but not quite. Anything on these books? It's been I haven't played that game since probably the last time you saw me play it.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Ooh, I don't like
Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office.
That's bugging me. I'm looking up
But rest
his names
assured,
now.
I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him,
Oh,
nonetheless.
you dick. What was that character's name? Beatrice? No, it wasn't Beatrice. Oh, there's too many characters. I don't remember. Ah, you stupid motherfucker. I have to distract her somehow. I think I've pretty much... No, I still haven't been here yet. Yeah, it's been a year for sure. It's been a while. I gave up on that game, like, pretty easily. Actually, no, I'd gotten through a lot of it. What the fuck was that girl's name? Pippa. Pippa was her name. I think Pippa's the one you're thinking of. It was Pippa Hawkins. Okay, nothing in here.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Yeah, it was Pippa Hawkins. She was one of the nurses. I knew it was some weird name. Miss Pippa. She was one of the good characters.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Such a
Because,
state.
as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Sorry, I might have to have her...
Do you really
Belittle
need
you
Mrs.
again.
Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I
Those
see.
are some freckles.
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
I know what I can do. I don't think I can go.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's
Where
office.
was the... Like, can I go in the pharmacy?
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking.
My leg.
I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Oh,
We've been waiting to be
I
restored.
guess
for
everybody
weeks.
hates Donovan.
You naughty girl.
Oh,
And
your
the answer is
fucking
no.
Android box thingy.
Imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Uomo Delinquente. The pseudoscience scientific work by Cesar Lombroso correlates an individual's morphology with his criminal predispositions. The seriousness of the study and the accuracy of the demonstrations can deceive an uninformed reader.
Oh well.
Okay.
At least we won't have to clean for a while.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
Yeah, fucking barbiturates. Jesus.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real
I'm gonna
show.
feel bad for having to put this nurse through this, but it's what I gotta do. Where's that key go? See, if I just took that before...
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the
Oh,
bait.
she will. Oh, hey, buddy.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course.
His voice is like
Why?
gone downhill.
Tell me your symptoms.
I have headaches. And I can't sleep.
Do you suffer from insomnia?
That would be the
No.
definition of not sleeping.
Look, I don't want you to laugh at me.
Ethan, if you don't trust me, then who?
I have nightmares. They keep me awake Every night.
Oh, called it.
It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
Fucking everybody.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
Turning mad. It just seems like an affliction. You're just tired. Yeah.
With
I'm gonna
everything
be
that
nice.
happened to you these last days, it's no wonder you're feeling stressed.
Maybe.
It's cat
Everyone
hair
in
everywhere.
Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then.
Fuck.
I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Who does his voice sound like?
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patience.
One criticism I have for this game is so there's like sailors and things that are more like the background lack of clue. Damn it. That are like background characters. There's only like 3 different face models for all of them. And it's enough to notice. They just like change the facial hair a little bit. I'm a doctor. Like all these guys have the same face model that aren't a main character. Where was the boiler room? Nope. Was it? Ugh, it's all green and algae. Of course she's not gonna be able to do it.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Bitch. What about all these tools? Ah, you're a tool. Fuck. Where the hell am I gonna find a tool? Oh, it's probably in the damn supply closet with that chick doing inventory. Yep, it's in here. Yep, there we go. This doctor's just running around doing nonsense.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
I'm sorry, I don't want you to have to go to Nurse Meanie again. I couldn't think of something smart.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
Sorry.
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie.
Yes, that's
I feel I'm gonna
leverage.
burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage,
And
Elizabeth.
this witch of a
Here we
nurse
go.
is reminding me of
And hold your
Crane from
tongue this
Vampire. Who was that fucking mean nurse from that game? Why are you going that way? She's over there! Or she's right there.
Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, and close that.
Last. The missing files must be hidden here.
I'm not stupid, I close doors.
Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis
Particularly
for Francis
mental illness.
Sanders.
Subjects display mental disorders linked to an exposure to works of art. That's interesting. Probably have to do this fast, I guess. Where the fuck are his files? Damn boat
Something
is everywhere.
wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle. I've unlocked something. Patient files.
No, I didn't want to
was
hear her
right.
get berated. That'd make me feel bad. Oh, it's one of the many psychoanalyses. Another phonograph thingy. I should probably fucking leave. No, I still have to search. What else am I searching for? I need to find files. Let's just ignore the file cabinets. I'll probably have to listen to it.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient
Oh, I have to sneeze.
Sarah Hawkins.
Is that a finger?
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
It's a finger.
The nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price.
Why did they make him have to sound like Freud?
Why is Ethan on medication?
They told you we can't. A pickled finger. Blech. Nope. Nope. I don't want a pickled finger.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key.
What?
But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him.
Oh no, that's James. I was like, that's not what Charles looks like. He's not that old.
Sooner or later. I am prepared.
Over here. That is her other shoe. Okay.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It helps that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in
like the fucking shoe. Like her goddamn shoe. Okay, what else am I looking at here, buddy? Oh, that music is just creeping me out. Oh, I have to...
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
Sounds like a law firm a little bit.
I must go back to the basement.
I must go back to the basement.
I should go another way.
God, son of a bitch. No one saw me. This way. I was expecting that fucking nurse to be there and be like, "What are you doing? It's not your office. I'm gonna tell on you." It's not your office. How dare you? I want there to be a game where the basement's a happy place full of flowers and sunshine. Not death and tentacles. In that. Ah!
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know.
Is it?
I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly.
Slowly.
Talk, filthy thief! Or I swear I'll shoot!
I can't do that. Where that?
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
Oh,
The book.
no.
Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
He doesn't want to say yes.
Foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will.
Fuck.
What did it show you?
What did I tell you about reading the book, Jonathan, or whatever your name is? I have to start being the master at things? That's bullshit.
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we?
Now I have your fucking...
Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden.
Necronomicon?
She was
Fucking
at the Riverside Institute.
I should have guessed that.
She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
Can't guarantee your life,
All
but
right.
yeah, you can help me.
All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go. Rescue the doctor.
Thank you, Drake.
I forgot Pierce's name. Is it Jonathan? I want to say Jonathan. I don't think that's right. Chapter 9. Yeah, I can finish this tonight. I'll just go a little bit longer than usual, but with 3 chapters left. I think it was 12 total. Hold on. Is it 12? Oh, it's 14. I might. That means I have 5 left. I might. I can just push it and then be mad at myself tomorrow when I'm super tired for staying up too late. I'll deal. Aiden. Wrong game. That's you. That's all you. Okay. The book projected Pierce into the body of Dr. Colden. The detective watched helplessly as Bradley's friend carried out her inquiry. Confronted with the experiments of Fuller, she got into his office and discovered that the director of the Riverside Institute was hiding information on, if not the body of, Sarah Hawkins. But she was discovered by Fuller. Pierce must save her before it's too late. Wow, what is it? Oh, fuck. Richard? No. Yeah, I want to say Jonathan, but that's... vampire, not this. What is his fucking name? Oh, I didn't know this is the official adaptation of the pen and paper. I didn't know that.
I pray that Colden is really
But
here.
that makes sense.
And alive.
Well, let me figure out his first name, because that's gonna bug me. Edward. His name's Edward. I would not have guessed that. Okay. I'll just call him Eddie. No, 14 chapters. There's 14, I'm on 9. Diary of Pastor 541, Diary of Reverend Weekswood Rife. Her husband John built the first Hawkins home, called Hilltop. At the end of the 17th century, they were among the first white colonists of the island. The previous inhabitants disappeared mysteriously 3 centuries earlier. Got it.
Old diary.
It's like the 5th old diary. Don't act surprised.
How old is Fuller, really?
1849. That an adult in 1849 and it's 1924? Fuck. Yeah, he'd be old. So what did I learn? Do I read the book? Do I learn from my mistakes? The answer is no. Hey, I will be suffering right there with you, Squaw. This collection catalogs and classifies creatures that I never heard of, divinities from the stars, creatures capable of traveling from one dimension to another. It presents itself as the reference work on the bestiary of the myth. Without giving details on the mythology to which it refers, its pages are covered with phantasmagorical illustrations. That is a word. I don't learn. I never do. That's not what I meant. Well, I thought there'd be more. Oh, did it not give me another one? Or did it, like, add to this one? No. Hail to the gnaw. I have 4. I don't get as much as I thought I would. Game. Eloquence, I'm already kind of fucked. Let's do this one, because that'll be get close to that one being all the way up. And Bookseller. Algernon Drake. Algernon Drake is the owner of the Nameless Bookstore and a friend of Sarah Hawkins. Oh god. I have to sneeze. And it's gone. It would seem that the two of them were united in a common thirst for knowledge about the occult. He has a strange collection of parchments and books of spells, and he seems to know a lot about the island's clandestine activities. If I decide to explore the occult trail, he will be an excellent guide, which he is going to be my guide. Ugh. Ugh. The Sanders home, in all in shades of red and gold, is impressive, but nothing matches the private gallery of Francis Sanders. The place is huge and entirely dedicated to his passion for troubling and macabre works. Defaced figures of virgins, sacrificial daggers, statues of monsters, I can read, and the painting that led him to his demise takes center stage, The Shambler. A painting by Sarah Hawkins, a close friend of the couple. What happened in this room, I will never be able to forget it. No, you won't. Riverside Institute. Through the eyes of Dr. Colden, I finally visited the Riverside Institute. The operating rooms and dormitories surround the pharmacy. Everything here has an air of respectability. Do the nurses really know, like Dr. Colden, what's going on in the cellars? What is sure is that the staff fear Fuller. It is perhaps this fear that prevents them from questioning the validity of a medical center of this size on such a small island. Horror, when you sneeze, you don't spray everywhere? I mean, I guess. I usually just sneeze in my shirt. Nameless Bookstore. I've never seen such a collection of works on magic and occultism. Algernon Drake, the owner, prides himself on being a luminary in the study of esoteric phenomena. The library was ransacked during an attempted burglary. It holds numerous rare or forbidden works. Its backroom houses a safe protected by ancient symbol. I used to be really good where I could say Pikachu when I sneeze. I'd be like, Pikachu! But I haven't done that in a while. Ugh. Where's that dagger? Eee. Oops. I know, there's so many books. They're all books. Okay. I like have to sneeze now, though. And it's just not coming.
The Scylla is here. Like in the vision. Colden.
That's right, I'm in his office. I, like, forgot for a second where I was.
What the... Fuller, too.
Of course, it's locked.
Right.
Oh, that one's
Enough
not.
time wasted. Colden needs me. I must find her.
It's pretty fun because people never expect it. So if I can do that around people, it's actually kind of impressive because they're just like, did you just fucking say Pikachu? I'm guessing those guys aren't supposed to see me. Although it does make them very hearty sneezes, like, fuck. I think I get caught if those guys see me.
No! No! My God! What is happening to me?
Another one, son of a bitch. I haven't done Pikachu.
What was that? It's as if I'd been transported somewhere else.
I haven't done Pikachu in a while, but it's pretty funny when I can do it. God, why is this? What is this? Medicine and Secret Sciences. Very interesting book aimed at a wide public. Demonstrates how non-recognized sciences have influenced modern medicine, magnetism, grandmother secrets, Chinese acupuncture, hypnosis, herbal medicine, alchemy, and many others have contributed to a certain extent to the enrichment of medicine at the beginning of the century. Okay, I can go to the bathroom for no reason. Like, I can't... I'm supposed to go over there, but... I don't think I can. I swap these out. Oh.
What happened? Something has changed, but what?
Another book. Oh, I think this is the one from before. Yeah, I saw that one before. It had me come in here, but for what? But for what? There's nothing in here. Okay. That was a weird little glitch there, but okay. Oh, I can't go down still. Great. Maybe leave the door open and then switch them out. Oh, yeah. What is that? Ugh. That is not a voice you want to hear in your ear. It's really not. Did I go backwards? Nope, I probably need... Where's the other lamp? Do I not get the other lamp again? I don't want to hear no laughing. Where's the other lamp? I need the lamp. Oh, I'm running out of fucking oil. Which I think is why he's starting to panic a little bit. Or not. Ah, fuck. Oh, I have oil again. Okay. Fuck. These sections are just weird. Oh, I'm back in here. Yeah, I'm supposed to get in here somehow. It looks like. That requires a door being open. Oh, no, there's a lamp. I'm a dumbass. There's the lamp. I love lamp. I love lamp. mean, this game's got good audio design. It's freaking me out with these headphones on. Okay, did I not... Oh shit, did the door close on me? Or no, I have to open that door too. Son of a bitch. Probably. Okay. Or not? Okay. Let's not let this make sense. That wouldn't be fun. Huh. Probably have to touch that dongle. Or not? Okay. Because that makes sense. What the fuck am I supposed to do in here?
Destiny, it has trapped you.
No, don't say that. No, don't say that. Where the fuck is that going? I'm through the wall. I hear music. That's creepy. Do it again? What? Where the fuck? That ain't doing shit though. Oh. No, 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 no. Five Nights at Freddy's bullshit. Son of a bitch, I have to go all the way around. Ah! That is so terrifying in my ear.
You are confronting.
Oh my god, it keeps going. Son of a bitch. God damn it. Let's not have my shit run out, please. Thank you. Ah, son of god damn it. Fuck. You gotta be shitting me. No, 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 no. There it is. There it is. I think I might actually need this one. So it was like all the way down here. All the way through here. That door. Okay, it was this door. Oh, it goes all the way into his office. Ah, that's lovely. It's just so great. hospital did not seem as big before. Let's just keep going and going and going and going and going. Oh, crap. Ah! Ah. Give me a goddamn heart attack.
It looks like things are back to normal.
I should get like a Fitbit so I know what my heart rate jumps to. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, I think she went down there. Yeah. That's what I figured. No, don't give me the green again. No, not out of key singing.
What's going on? It never ends.
This is some Evil Within bullshit right here. You son of a bitch! You are such an asshole. I even felt like I heard something behind me, too.
I love you.
Oh, you are such an asshole.
I love you.
Oh, that made my chest hurt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go get me a soda.
Okay.
Fuck. Damn it. Oh. Oh, you're an asshole. Oh my god. That literally made my heart like jump out of my chest. Jesus.
Here you go.
How long were you planning that? Or you just walked out and you're like, do it.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Do me a favor and make me a bagel.
Yeah.
Since you scared the fucking shit out of me. This is during the creepy hallway part that never ends, too.
Yeah.
Sorry if that bursted anybody's eardrums.
Damnation. That's me.
Oh god!
Oh. Are you really laughing that hard? God damn.
Pierce, I found her. I finally know what's going on. You
I'm
must
sweating
live
now.
and find the truth. It is already too late for me.
Colden.
What?
What's going
I'll be
on?
fine.
Was it a hallucination?
You know it's rare that I scream like that. Jesus.
I got my heart going.
Squaw's like, I was in the can, what just happened? Oh. What just happened is that this asshole over here decided to come up behind me and then just grab my shoulders.
Please take a seat and be quiet,
Fucking
Mr. Pierce.
Has a name,
I'll be
and
with
that
you
name is
in a
your
moment.
wonderful girlfriend.
You know...
Stop whatever the hell.
Don't push it.
Turn now.
Oh. Ah. Oh, it made my heart jump out of my chest.
No! You son of a bitch! What did you do to her?
I wish I could have done more experiments on you, Mr. Pierce.
I said, what did you do to her?
You shouldn't be sorry for your friend. You should envy her.
Murderer! This madness must stop!
Squaw's giving you an internet high five. I can still feel my heart going. Jesus Christ. Colden's fucked.
Why is it that the bagels get so hot compared to bread?
Because it's smooth. It's called science.
Sorry, Mr. Wizard.
Shut up. Dang it, don't hesitate to blow your doctor's music. Yeah, if I had a choice, I would have. Oh. Yeah, timestamp's at about 2 hours 25. If you want to watch it tomorrow. Or later tonight. That's what the timestamp is. Roughly. Around that mark. I'm in the creepy hallway.
Yeah. The never.
The shitty thing is the camera could probably see you fuckers coming, but I don't look at the camera feed at all. Ah, you son of a bitch. I have it like over here, but I'm not looking at it. And I was like really engrossed in the game.
Well, I had to make sure I did it fast enough so that you wouldn't see it on the camera with the delay.
There is no delay over here, but you see it's a super tiny screen. And I don't even like look over here.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ooh. Make up for scaring the living fucking hell out of me.
Yeah. Making sure you're alive.
Did you say making sure I'm alive?
Yeah.
You know, we don't do life checks in this house. No, sadly, this won't be the last time I play with headphones. I feel like you've done that to me before, too.
I might have either on purpose or on accident.
You do it on accident all the time.
Well, yeah. You do it on accident to me a lot too.
Hmm?
Yeah, you do it on accident.
What did they do to you?
Well, that's trying to wake you up. That doesn't count. There's no way for me to not do it when I'm trying to wake you up.
Can you speak?
Guy saw countless horrors in World War I, and he's like, "Oh, I'll hesitate now." Yeah. What is that? Oh, it's her son's toy. And that's if she's even real. No, see, I'm not gonna not play with headphones on. I'm just gonna put a fucking mirror right there. That, like, is facing towards the hallway so I can see if she's coming out here.
Marine crawl.
He gave him the gold and
You would not put that much effort into it.
I don't see him very often anymore. The
Flopping around
green
on
is
the ground.
stronger.
Are you feeling ill?
Fucking salmon.
I'm here, but no. No.
Let's get you out of here.
Are you dying from a heart
Comes in my
attack?
dreams. Our minds melt like colors on a palette.
She's looking a lot better than I was expecting her to.
It's of the oldest green. Violent living, vibrant.
She's also
The sea
speaking in
green,
poem.
maybe. No.
Mrs. Hawkins, we must go before someone finds out.
Oh, but he will.
Yeah, but if you're crazy
He
enough,
always
you can
knows
scat right
these
back
things
with
when
her.
it's about
What?
me.
I said, yeah, but if you're crazy enough, you can scat right back with her.
The fuck is a sand requirement? Or is he just losing his goddamn mind now? I'm gonna scat right back with her.
I have seen the same color. It was not as vivid as you said.
God, he really
Pale
does.
copy.
He just keeps going.
Discarded spawn.
Do you know what it was? Tell me.
I can't. We should not call his name. Terrible. Terrible
Thinking about it, that was
consequences.
probably a bad choice.
All right. Come with me.
Because the other one was
He will
psychology,
know.
which I had high enough
He
for.
will find us.
Yeah.
One more reason to hurry.
I already just fucked
Have I
myself.
seen you before?
Can you walk?
Maybe.
Then let's go before your husband finds us.
I mean, that's a sentence you usually hear in a different context,
It was
but
in
okay.
your studio.
What?
You
He
painted.
said, let's go before your husband
That's where
finds
you
us.
saw me.
Or can you hear it coming out of the TV?
No.
Okay.
You mean the
The
guards?
white men are coming.
I'm not watching you right now.
No, I meant through this TV.
No, it's silent.
Okay.
And I can't hear it through your headphones.
It's also very... You probably can, but it's a quiet part right now. A bagel. I was too lazy to cook tonight, and it's something that's easy, just the fucking toast and cream. As gross as that fucking sounds.
What the?
Oh no.
Run, Sarah, run. Fucking faster.
Okay. Wait. The machine. It's the green. The decaying one.
The gas.
Yes. It's not good for living beings.
We don't have
You don't
time
say.
for that.
I am not moving until the wrong is set right.
Damn it.
Damn lantern. I was down here before, I think. It's not budging.
I'd be better off finding a tool.
Why do they always say that? Ooh,
Perfect.
excuse me. You go first, just a kiss. Because that would loosen it.
All right. That should do it. Let's move.
Woman.
I'm your puppet no more. You bastard!
You're my wife. My wife. You owe me obedience.
Someone's
Leave her
lost it a
alone.
little bit.
We're leaving this crazy island.
Of course this shit's flammable.
Going nowhere. Don't get between me and my wife.
Do you think Lovecraft was really into hentai with all the tentacles and shit? There's a lot of tentacles in Lovecraft things.
Nobody tells me what to do with my wife.
Dude, you saw him get shot at earlier. What makes you think a poker is gonna do anything?
No! Why should I let you take her away when I could snap your neck? All we did for her safety was
Probably not the
throwing
right
her
answer.
in this rat hole. I hid her well enough. You let Fuller play with her. Stop. I did everything I could to protect
Did you
her.
though?
But her identity, her power, is what threatens her. What?
He's just like,
Sarah
what?
has seen things has made things you can't even begin to imagine. Would you still save her if I told you that she is even more dangerous than I am?
That's what homewreckers get? Wow. Come on, Squaw.
She's weak, physically and mentally. Do not make the mistake of thinking she's a feeble woman. Sarah has been in the presence of the myth for too long. Even if she were to leave Darkwater, she would still hear his call. And the cult will always be here, waiting for her.
I feel like this should be sitting down, having a drink, having this conversation.
We get rid of its members. You are out of your league, detective. They control the whole island.
Leave the island.
She will finally surrender to his power, and the world will fall with her. Don't! No one can escape the wheel of destiny, they say. But I will change it. I will save Sarah.
So you're the good guy now? You know, if you hadn't been choking him for a good, like, 4 minutes... Ugh. The fuck is going on? Oh shit, where the fuck did he find an axe? She kind of looks like Tomb Raider. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit. After the death of Colden, Pierce, victim of hallucinations, advanced inside the Riverside Institute. I'm still on chapter 9, Jesus. To the point of discovering Sarah Hawkins alive, prisoner of Dr. Fuller. The last confrontation between Charles Hawkins and his wife has revealed that the man, under his monstrous appearance, tried to protect her from the influence of the myth. He warned Pierce, if Sarah succumbs to the lure of the occult, she will lose all free will, allowing the cult to bring its plan to fruition, summon an ancient and evil god. Henceforth, Pierce must know more about Sarah Hawkins' intentions and find a way to protect her. A little bit, yeah. She looks like a white Chloe. But not as detailed, because Uncharted had way better graphics than this does. Well, she's visiting her boy.
No parent should have to bury their child, knowing it's me that put him there. The guilt will never
I like how she's
go
still
away.
like covered in paint a little bit.
I feel your pain.
I'll do anything to get him back. Anything.
He dead though.
My work was what lured me here in the first place. It began showing me things I never should have painted. Things Charles should never have seen.
Okay, Charles looks like the character from Vampire. A little bit.
I took care of you, saved you from your miserable life. You'll never find a man better than me. You owe me.
I owe you nothing.
We'll leave now.
This fight came out of fucking nowhere. Yeah, she's the artist.
You're not going anywhere.
So I'll explain the kind of first half of the game in a sec.
You are mine.
And the feet appear. They need more than Dr. Phil.
Simon.
Come on. It's over now.
And credits. Game's over. That's it. Sufficiently creepy. Excuse me. So, essentially, the first half of this game, what it's about, so you play a private investigator who's kind of down on his luck, not getting much work, and you get approached by the chick we just saw's dad, because she and her family, her husband and her son, had been basically they died in a house fire, and he was sent a creepy painting right before she died, and thinks it's a clue, and he wants you to go look after it. And she's a famous painter, and so she's the one that drew the creepy painting in the dude's house. Any paintings hanging in this house, the one she painted, and then that kind of is the premise. You're looking into her death because her dad believes there's foul play and something else is going on, and that leads you to the island, and shit ensues. And obviously she's not dead, and neither is her husband, only the son is. Spoiler, but if you're watching this far, you've been spoiled.
Mr. Pierce, we were waiting for you.
Good. Sarah doesn't have much time.
What are you doing here?
Did you think I would let you confront the occult without supervision?
This is too dangerous.
You said he could come along, Pierce.
Bookworm like you.
Algernon, I need to talk to Mr. Pierce.
Very well, Sarah. I will be in Charles Hawkins' office.
So yeah, that was a big twist. She's actually not dead.
You seem different.
Yes. When I woke up this morning, my mind was sharper. Cleaner.
That's what being sober does to you.
I can still hear the voice calling me. It is so strong, so ancient, enticing, dangerous. I may never be able to escape his grip, but for now I can keep it at bay. I know what I owe you, Mr. Pierce, but I can't come back to Boston with you.
That's okay.
I saw everything. The tunnels under your house, the rituals, the secret society. I must get you out of its reach.
No, explain it.
I know how dangerous they can be to me. But first, there's the Wanderer. I must find it and kill it.
Who the fuck's the Wanderer?
I am the only one who can end its slaughter.
No. No, you will come with me to Boston.
I owe you no obedience.
This isn't about
voice
what
acting
you
is
want
not the
or
greatest.
don't want to do. You would risk destroying the world just because you can't face the consequences of your actions.
I am willing to atone for my sins.
No. You're just trying to erase all proof of the mistakes you've made.
I know what I have done. I will not
Yeah,
rest
his
until
voice
the
acting
creature
is
is
like
sent back to
C+.
its dimension.
No, I'm gonna
You
I'm gonna
can't
go down the rabbit hole.
Even knowing the stakes.
Yes, thank you.
Still, I won't let you go.
What?
You will stay here until I find a safe way to return to Boston.
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Listen, Algernon knows of a way to protect me.
It's
Help
that
him find what
fucking
he
amulet
seeks, and
from
we
talk
may all
saw in the
survive this
bookstore.
battle.
All right. I'll help
Maybe
you.
the damn amulet. It's gonna be that damn amulet. Okay. This is the brightest this game's looked so far, with the least amount of green. Where the fuck did he go? Probably in what's-his-face's office. Yep. Called it.
Seeing you again. Ah, it's you. I'm here for her, not you.
I don't care why you're here.
I asked you to
Your
come, buddy.
usefulness is the only thing that matters. How do we protect Mrs. Hawkins from the influence of the forces that claim her?
By following Charles Hawkins, that imbecile of a thief, of course.
Dead now.
What do you mean?
He found something. An amulet.
I knew it was going to be that
The symbol
amulet.
engraved on it could protect Sarah.
Could?
We are dealing with forces that by far surpass what your intellect can process. Feel free to ask me any question regarding the matters that
is my
exceed your
AMA.
grasp.
The
I'll do that
dagger
one
with
last.
the strange sign. Was it you who sold it to Francis Sanders?
If you are referring to the dagger of the ancients, then yes, it was me. Why?
Do you know what he intended to do with it?
Francis was primarily a collector of occult objects. He liked rare items such as the dagger.
Such as
But
the
I
dagger.
doubt he knew its purpose.
It allowed me to send the creature you call the Shambler back into the painting.
Fascinating. But I am afraid that this might only be short.
Yeah, because I already saw it again.
You mean that thing could come back?
Yes, that is why I am looking for a more permanent solution.
It must never come back.
Dimensional Shambler?
This creature, the Shambler, what is it?
It is a hunter. It travels from one dimension to another to hunt down its prey.
Francis Sanders was one of its victims.
Yeah.
How could a creature like that end up in one of Mrs. Hawkins' paintings?
Sarah has an uncommon gift.
Yeah, no
A
shit.
connection with entities that live beyond our reality.
Fucking shit.
I doubt that she was aware at the time, but when she painted the picture in a certain way, she called it.
And now it remains in our reality.
Let us say that it uses the painting as a portal into our
Of course
reality.
it does.
And we make enticing prey for it.
That's why we must find a way of sending it back to where it came from permanently.
This is making me think of, so there's a movie on Netflix right now that I didn't watch, but I'm pretty sure my girlfriend did, and it's called, what was it? Velvet Buzzsaw, and it's a horror movie that's about, like, ghosts or creatures living in paintings or some shit, and this is making me think of it.
A genius like you must have already found a way to get rid of this creature, yes?
I sense your sarcasm, but it does happen that, yes, I do have a solution. I
do
think I
have a
can destroy
solution.
it, but for that I must approach the creature, and to be able to do so, I need the key to Rie.
Another one of your baubles.
It is no bauble,
It's a bauble.
unbeliever. It is a very powerful protection, able to repel very ancient forces. Much more effective than your cult.
What does it look like?
It is a golden amulet, bearing very ancient inscriptions and an elder sign at its center. A star with an eye in the middle.
I've already seen that sign.
All over the damn place.
Where can we find it?
Therein lies the problem. That foul thief, Charles, has hidden it somewhere. I found this drawing among his personal effects. I think that it has something to do with the location of the amulet.
I'll follow this lead. You continue searching.
To find this goddamn
That is what I
amulet.
intend to do. As for you, return here the second you find it. I don't want it to disappear again.
Again. Oh, where did I see that? Oh, I remember that. I kind kind of remember that bust. This is a nice little, like, what do you call it, break from the green and horror of the rest of the game. It's kind of nice. Where the I do remember this bus, but I don't remember where it was exactly. Not quite. Found it. Sketch must guide me to the artifact concealed by concealed Charles Hawkins. That doesn't grammatically sound correct. Where have I already seen it? It's just gonna take me a bunch of paper trail, huh? It is. Ooh. Creepy. It's not in here. This one I don't quite remember. This is where a lot of her paintings are. Okay. How are there so many busts in this house? This might be in his office. But I could be wrong. No, I remember. Now I remember. That's not very hidden. That's honestly just out there.
This is the amulet that Drake was looking for.
Great of the Elder Sign, Drake calls it the Key of Relay. Firmly believes this artifact is of great power. That was a premonition if I've ever seen one. Go back the second. What do you mean? Ooh, anything down here? Nope.
It's you again.
You asked me to find it and come back to you.
What is the true nature of the Necronomicon?
I see that you are interested in my precious book. It is the definitive book of knowledge of the occult, Mr. Pierce.
Definitive.
Written by Abdul al-Hazred. It is the answer to many a question.
That is why it's so highly valued.
Yes, and even though it is a copy, given to me as a gift by Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University,
I want to bring him up again.
The work remains very powerful.
I understand better why you keep it in a safe.
I already told him we did it. Okay.
I think I've found what we're looking for.
I wonder if I could have given it to Sarah.
Let me see that. Yes, that's it. It's perfect. We are saved.
I must tell Mrs. Hawkins.
Oh, he doesn't want anything to happen
Yes,
to it.
do that.
Okay, that's right. That's right. I believe. Hold on. Hold up a minute. Can I already start? Yeah. That was loud. That one's close. Might as well get that one up all the way. One more, and I will have psychology up all the way. Oh, hello. I probably could have without even telling him.
I have it.
I didn't even think of that, though.
It's a strange amulet. I hope it will protect you, considering that nothing will help you change your mind.
You must understand. I already went too far.
What if
There's so many grammatical errors in this.
You convinced yourself that you had to risk so much.
I can't tell you now.
This story is going to end badly.
No shit.
Yes. Chief West is here with Sullivan.
Where did you come from?
Bradley.
You were up. How did you get upstairs without me seeing you?
You sure? All right.
There's a chance I won't finish this tonight if I'm still on chapter 9.
I've been hearing about you a lot lately. You seem to enjoy causing trouble.
Nice job, Chief. You got me. Great police work.
You can try to play smart with me all you want, Pierce.
What are they arresting him for?
Witnesses have identified you
Oh,
as the one who set fire to Riverside.
Witnesses? How convenient. That's not the whole story, is it?
I don't care about your stories.
Your stories.
Save them for the judge. You know, us cops, we base our investigation on facts and testimonies. You might want to try that next time.
A little too busy losing his mind.
You bet I will.
So now he gets to go to jail. Now I'm on chapter 10. Okay. With the help of Algernon Drake, Pierce has obtained an amulet that is supposed to protect Sarah Hawkins against the evil powers that covet her. The painter told him of her desire to track and kill the dimensional shambler in order to atone for her sins. Before Pierce could stop her, he was arrested by the police. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to finish this tonight. I might. It depends on, because that was a long chapter. The rest of the chapters have been like pretty short so far. If I don't finish it tonight, I'll finish it tomorrow night. But we'll see. We will see. So first I was in the asylum, now I'm in jail.
You know, I've heard a lot about you, Mr. Pierce.
Mr. Pierce.
All good, I hope.
It appears that you've been involved in a variety of misdemeanors since your arrival on Darkwater. Entering private property, twice. Aggression, insulting behavior.
Yeah, that all
and
sounds
to top
about right.
It all, arson.
Listen, Chief West, I realize that I'm in your jurisdiction, and that you don't like guys like me. However, I think that these accusations are exaggerated, and that we would
These
benefit
are not answers
from
I'm expecting him
working
to
together.
give.
If that means a confession from you and therefore less paperwork for me, then we've got a deal.
Yeah, we've got a deal.
I'm serious. Can't you see what's going on right under your nose?
Yeah? So what's going on that I don't know about?
A lot. A fucking lot.
You'd be better off taking an interest in Dr. Fuller. The experiments he carries out on his patients are as inhuman as they are illegal. And when Dr. Colden wanted to put a stop to it, she too went under the knife.
What are you talking about? Nobody's reported any wrongdoings.
Wrongdoings aren't always reported.
Dr. Fuller is a man who is as much respected and admired on the island as he is in his profession. It seems like you've got a grievance against him. Is that why you set fire to his institute?
Oh, shut up.
I'm admitting nothing at all.
Come on, I'll show you to your new residence. I'll be back later to ask you some questions. I hope that you'll make the right choice and confess to everything. It would be as unpleasant for you as it would be for me if I had to adopt more advanced questioning.
I have no doubt about that.
Good night, Mr. Pierce.
That's what you get. You just get affirmed.
Mr. Pierce, the truth seeker. We meet at last.
Who's there?
No, no rain indoors. No rain indoors. Rain indoors bad. Oh god. Everything's going off at once. Can I not go up? Ah!
I am the one men named Leviathan. Not because of the scale of my terrestrial form, but as a reminder of the immensity of my knowledge, which I came to share with you, human.
Oh yeah, he's drowning.
Do not struggle. You will not be able to speak or escape my influence.
No, I'll just submit. I'll just submit.
Your mind has begun.
I'm going down the rabbit hole.
Your dreams have been gently shepherded by the being they call the Oracle. But it is your curiosity and your fate that have led you up to this moment. You are here to accept the knowledge and follow the path that leads to your freedom. This is an offer that the likes of you, particularly those with such rare
Hold on, you didn't know humans can't breathe in water. Yeah.
The more you bend your human spirit to make it able to receive the truth, the closer you will come to embrace his power. Where is the Oracle, Truth Seeker? Would you like to see her?
Yeah.
Where is the Oracle? Is she not the very object of your quest? I'll let you see for yourself. But do not forget, your fate has already been written. Our paths shall cross again, Truth Seeker.
You know the risk, Sarah. If you happen to use your powers again, you may lose more than your life.
It is not about me, but innocent lives. I hope that your source is reliable.
Probably not.
The bootleggers have the painting. If the dimensional shambler is to appear, he will do it here. The shambler!
The shambler!
I knew it!
No! Not again!
That was quick.
Algernon, come back!
Oh, now I'm playing as her. Okay. Wait, anything else down here? Oh, I probably can't. Nope.
Where is Algernon? And the shambler.
And the shambler. 'Cause that's what I want to find right now.
No way back.
Yeah, I guess. Shit.
How many are there?
I have no fucking idea. Oh, there's a lot. And they're not even cultists or anything. They're just peoples. That's ominous. Very ominous. You know, you'd think she'd be more horrified by these just slew of dead bodies everywhere. But I guess not. Well, okay. You know, this game, like, gives me a lot more oil than I actually use. I guess I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, she's hardcore. Apparently, shit. She must have really seen some shit.
Hey! You can't leave us!
Sorry, old friend, but it's either you.
Why is she just showing up? Just everywhere.
Open up! Open this
I also
door!
don't think a gate's gonna stop an interdimensional shambler. That's what you wanted, Sarah. Go kill it.
The beast is within our reach.
Go kill it. That's what you wanted. Go get it.
Are you sure you want to do it?
Let's go.
Quickly, come with me!
Why is he wearing the amulet and not her?
I'll never forgive myself for this painting.
How did it end up back down here?
How do we kill it?
The Shambler can open breaches between dimensions. He uses glyphs as anchors to stay in our world.
Then I must destroy these glyphs.
Exactly.
How can I find them?
I will make the glyphs visible so you can revoke them. By doing so, this zone will be protected by a barrier.
Perfect. Stay inside the shield.
I'll create the protective barrier. Get back inside it as soon as you sense the slightest danger.
So, I need to find glyphs.
The first glyph must have appeared somewhere on the floor.
So if I sense danger, I can just like run back in here, essentially. I don't want to go too far then.
Find that symbol, Sarah.
I'm
It should react to the light if you use your
fucking
lamp.
looking. I want to know what's up with fucking Cat. Like, she seems to just show up everywhere. Oh, fucking hanging one scared me.
The first glyph must have appeared somewhere on the floor.
How many are there?
Looking. I don't see it. Algernon, I'm looking. What the fuck? This should not be this hard to find. It is a...
The first glyph must have appeared somewhere on the floor.
That is not a very good hint. At all. And this is about to run out. Where's the... There's oil by him, I think. Yeah. If it's on this, I'm gonna...
Find that symbol, Sarah. It should react to the light if you use your lamp.
I'm using it. But I don't see it. Dude, that lamp would be so hot. Where the hell hell have I not gone?
The first glyph must have appeared somewhere on the floor.
Algernon, I heard you the 80th time.
I'll never forgive myself for this painting.
Where have I not gone? I've not gone up here. Son of a bitch.
The glyph. I can't move it. Is it acting against me?
The ritual is working. Don't worry, it's just until I ward it off. Oh no. The Wanderer is back. The glyph is run!
No, I can't run any faster. Come on. I probably should have gone the other way. I think there was another way down, and I kind of ran into it. Ugh.
The first glyph must have appeared somewhere on the floor.
Yeah, I can run back down this way. And not run towards it. And yeah, of course it's up here. Like, he said floor, so I assumed like the stone floor, but now I know they're easy to see.
The glyph. I can't move it. Is it acting against me?
The ritual is working. Don't worry, it's just until I ward it off. Oh no. The Wanderer is back. The glyph is The second symbol has been revealed. You know what you have to do, Sarah.
Fucking find it. Now I know that there are huge markings on the floor that I'll be able to see. Just double check up here. Oh no. I'm looking, buddy. You need to give me a hot second. Jesus. So I checked over there. They're probably going to get progressively farther and farther away from the circle.
The symbol must be here somewhere. Look closely.
That is what I'm doing.
Yeah, she claps back at him. I think I hear it.
The second glyph must have appeared. Let's press on.
Fuck, 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 fuck. I think the lamp might ward it off. I don't know. Oh, and I got an itch.
The symbol must be here somewhere. Look closely.
That is what I'm doing.
Can I go this way? I don't think so. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, I was right there the whole time.
He's getting stronger and more aggressive. If he catches up with you, try blinding him.
Did we get it?
Now is when matters get complicated. I must breach the barrier to ward off the creature.
Jesus.
You have to lure it in front of me, Sarah. Do you understand? Once it goes after you, I need you to guide it towards me.
Of course I do. So I have to go find it? Oh no, I have to find and destroy the third one. Okay. It's probably over here. That would be my guess.
There, Sarah. Only one glyph left to find.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely not gonna finish this tonight because I don't want to stay up until like 2 or 3 in the morning. lot more left than I had anticipated.
Release me now! Algernon!
Run! Quickly! Bring him towards me!
Damn it. Okay. Bootlegger. Yeah, I'm probably gonna finish this part and call it a night because I'm getting tired, and I'm not gonna force myself to stay up that late. But I'll definitely finish this tomorrow, or when I'll start at the same time, 8 o'clock Pacific, and get it done.
Oh no! Release me now! Algernon!
Done! Quickly!
I was holding forward. I couldn't go. What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh, but yeah, Squaw, if you didn't know, I stream a bit earlier now that my work schedule's changed. So I'm not, like, starting when you go to bed. Yeah, that was oddly quick.
Oh no! It's already here. Release me now! Algernon!
Done! Quickly! Bring him towards me! Well done, sir. It's time you were done, Bruce.
I burned the painting. Yeah.
Let's go, Sarah.
Yeah, so I'm on a bit earlier. So I know before you would like pop in and be like, "Hi, I'm going to bed."
I can hear him. He calls me.
Sarah! No!
Algernon. My old friend. It's too late.
Saskatchewan doesn't fuck around with time change. Yeah, do you guys have daylight savings?
Please!
I don't know how Canada does that. Yeah, so, like, right now, it's 11 o'clock. Because we just had daylight savings time, like, last month. Huh. That's interesting. Sarah Hawkins, together with Algernon Drake, managed to permanently drive the dimensional shambler back at the end of a fierce battle. However, this feat of strength cost her what was left of her self-awareness. She has succumbed to the call of the myth. Okay, so for now, with daylight savings, you're only an hour ahead of me. So I technically will be starting at 9 o'clock your time. Because we went forward. Yeah, so you and I used to be 2 hours apart, but we went forward, so now it's only 1. Because the U.S., at least all but Arizona, still does daylight savings, and I fucking hate it, and all of us do. Yeah, let me have it get to a good stopping point before I call it a night, and then let me see if there's any good people we can raid right now. Who's still up?
Sarah Hawkins. Why did she do it? Damn it.
Did our guest enjoy our hospitality?
Drowning.
Let me out of here.
I'm warning you, Pierce. I want a short and clear-cut confession. Do you admit your guilt in the case brought before you?
You don't have any idea what's happening on this damn island.
Chief West, we've got a problem.
Damn it, not now. What is it this time?
Captain Fitzroy, Chief. Some guys have ransacked Roy's bar. They went berserk, attacked the patrons, smashed the place up. It's chaos.
This is only the beginning. Let me out.
Let's go take a look. Tell Sullivan and Marshall to keep this one nice and warm till I get back.
Are you stupid?
Are you stupid?
Don't you understand?
Those goddamn idiots.
Idiots. Okay, it seems like a good stopping point for tonight. I will definitely finish this tomorrow now that I have... I guess I can't do that. Now that I only have like 3 or 4 chapters left. Oh, hi AtticusPlays. I'm actually like getting ready to go. I hope you're doing well though. Because it is getting late for me. But yeah, I'm looking for someone to raid right now to see who's on. Who is on? Not that many people this late at night. Here we go. Here's what do we got? Let's do them. Someone from one of the Discords I'm in's on. Let's go ahead and raid them. Oh, how the fuck is their name spelled? But yeah, it's been fun. I will be back at this tomorrow at 8 o'clock Pacific, which for you, Squaw, is like 9. Let me go ahead and get this raid set up, and whoever wants to can join in. I do not know how to fucking spell that. So, God, fucking piece of shit. So, copy, paste. Yep, we'll finish this up tomorrow. And there we go. So, anyone who wants to raid can go ahead. Looks like they're playing some Portal 2, which can be fun. But, yeah. Oh, there we go. Would help if I actually clicked it. Oh, hi, kitten. You telling me to go to bed? You wanna say goodbye to? You wanna say goodbye to me, little brat? Oh, come here. You can say goodbye too. Oh, you can say goodbye too, huh, Kenji? You want me to go to bed? Okay, good night, everybody.